Hey, it's Jake with the Intermark Group, the nation's largest psychology-driven marketing firm, and this is the CMO Minute. At Intermark, we get asked a lot about tracking brand and what metrics really matter. Well, can't cover all of those possible topics today, but there is one typical answer that deserves some scrutiny. It's the concept of trust. Now, the question of do you trust this brand is often asked on brand outcome surveys. And we see that lots of companies do it. And at the top of that list, we always see high profile companies such as Apple and Google. And at the bottom of the list, particularly among tech companies, we often see like TikTok and Facebook. Now, that may seem obvious at first glance, and you may immediately think, well, TikTok and Facebook must not be doing very good. But as we look at the track record of Facebook, we see that the opposite is the case. Even once their trust scores begin to plummet into really terrible territory, we saw that they continued on double-digit growth trajectory. Well, what's going on here? Well, it's a great reminder about scores that have predictive value, and trust simply doesn't have that, particularly when it comes to tech companies. Now, trust originally began hitting the surveys on CPG brands, and it made a lot of sense when we were measuring things like packaged goods, and does this tea or oatmeal have my trust? Does it have a great brand? But it loses value when we take it to things that have less humanity. And we take concepts like human-related values, such as trust, and imbue them with extra meaning when sometimes they simply don't have it. And trust is a good example of not having predictive value. Now, we're going to discuss this and some other concepts in more detail at this week's blog at intermarkgroup.com/insights. As always, keep the questions coming. Until next time, this is the CMO Minute.